Good morning on this Friday, the 4th of December. Today we're going to read a psalm, Psalm 54. So if you've got a Bible, read along with me. If not, just listen. Please feel free to comment in the comment sections if you have any questions or thoughts. So we'll read the psalm. Psalm 54. Save me, O God, by your name. Vindicate me by your might. Hear my prayer, O God. Listen to the words of my mouth. Strangers are attacking me. Ruthless men seek my life. Men without regard for God. Surely God is my help. The Lord is the one who sustains me. Let evil recoil on those who slander me. In your faithfulness destroy them. I will sacrifice a freewill offering to you. I will praise your name, O Lord, for it is good. For he has delivered me from all my troubles, and my eyes have looked in triumph on my foes. Okay, so this psalm, it says, I'm reading from the NIV version. It says, it's a maskil of David. And a maskil really is an enlightened or wise. So we're taking that as an enlightened or wise psalm. And it also says, when the Ziphites had gone to Saul and said, is not David hiding among us? So a little bit of background to this is the Ziphites, which are the group of people that are slandering and telling Saul where David is. It's not the first time that this has happened to David from these people, the Ziphites. They're from Ziphite in the land of Judah. In 1 Samuel 23 and 1 Samuel 26. So twice before, the Ziphites have gone to Saul and said, we know where he is, and basically slandered him and said so where he is, so that some harm or death could come to David. So in this psalm, once again, these murderous and slanderous group, the Ziphites, have gone to Saul and said, we know where David's hiding. So David is bringing his case once again to God. Save me, O God, by your name. Vindicate me by your might. So David is asking God very plainly, please vindicate me. The things they're saying about me aren't true. David knows this isn't the first time this has happened. And he also says, strangers are attacking me. Ruthless men seek my life. And what we have read in Samuel, that the Ziphites are murderous men. They've got no regard for God. And David is saying that in verse 3. Ruthless men seek my life. Men without regard for God. But David is turning to God and saying, God is my help. The Lord is the one who sustains me. So even though he's being attacked, he's being betrayed by these Ziphites, he's once again turning to God and asking God for help. Let evil recoil on those who slander me, he says. In your faithfulness destroy them. And David knows that it's up to the Lord to do this. And because he expects God to answer him, because of his relationship with God, he says, I will sacrifice a freewill offering to you. I will praise your name, O Lord, for it is good. For he has delivered me from all my troubles, and my eyes have looked in triumph on my foes. So there is an expectancy in this psalm that God will answer David. And I feel there's a message for all of us in our modern day. Maybe there's been situations in your life when people have betrayed you or said things about you that are untrue, or and maybe it's not the first time. It could be absolutely anything. It could be anybody in your life. Could be, you know, colleagues or bosses at work, or it could be somebody that's just kind of wanting to make trouble for you. And that's kind of coming across about this group of Ziphites. It's not the first time they've done this. They really want rid of David, and they're giving away his hiding place. And once again, David is turning to God, presenting his troubles to the Lord. Because often we can get caught up in the moment, in what's happening, and that's it's, you know, probably not the right thing to do, is to actually take it to God. So I think there's something really encouraging in this psalm for us, in no matter what's happening, what's coming against us. David knows that God will make matters right, because God is our helper. And he says he'll make a free will offering. That's a voluntary offering. He expects God to answer him. And if David expects God to answer him, then surely we can do the same. David believes that the Lord will do right. So I think the message for us from this is, you know, maybe we have Ziphites in our life. Maybe we have a group of people or a single person, you know, whatever it is. It's distressing, it's upsetting, especially when it's not true. But our first recourse is to take everything to God, because God knows what we're going through. He knows the situation, and with an expectancy that God will put it right. So that's what I take from this psalm today, and hopefully that you'll be able to kind of read that and take that on as well, and just think about, you know, regardless of the situation you're in, or situations you may come upon in your life, like we all will at different times, is, you know, it's upsetting when things are coming against us and we just want to kind of, you know, make things right, as he says in the psalm. Vindicate me, O Lord, make things right, you know, clear my name, clear this situation. And as we read through the psalm, David does expect God to do that. So, and he's talking about these Ziphites who don't have a relationship with God. So they don't have that same thoughts. They just want to be rid of David. So, yeah, so hopefully, just working through this psalm and hearing how David takes everything to God will be an encouragement for us, whatever the situation. So be encouraged that if, you know, and we can be honest and we can be transparent with God, and we can say exactly as it is. We know that he knows. He's gone before us. He's beside us, behind us. But sometimes we forget that in the moment. When we're feeling upset and betrayed and emotional, it's very, very difficult. But if we can take something from this psalm, is to just take our troubles to God, who will, and we can be expectant that he will hear us and vindicate us, and he will make things right. Okay, I hope that that this psalm has been helpful to you on this day. Say anything at all, just put a comment in, but hopefully we can take this forward in whatever situation we find ourselves in.